Hello, everyone. My name is Dara, and this is Dear Hallmark. This is our space where we can come in and chill and talk about all things Hallmark Channel. Now, normally I'm by myself, you guys, but I am not by myself today. I am joined by one of my favorite math teachers who love Lord of the Rings. And you may know who I'm talking about if you've seen Santa Summit. I know her as Ava, but you all will know her from our latest Loveuary movie, Because of Cupid. Please welcome Amy Groening. Amy, how are you?
I'm really well. How are you, Dara?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Amy. So, I want to kick us off with an icebreaker question. I want to know what's a song, an album, or an artist that you just have in heavy rotation right now?
Okay. So that's an embarrassing question because,
Why?
because now I have to say, no, so let me be very clear. I have a Spotify playlist called Morning Jazz that I
Yes,
listen to constantly, and it's
yes,
just jazz.
yes. I have Jazz for Sleep on Spotify.
I love jazz.
Yes,
It's not really an
absolutely.
artist because it's lots of different artists, but it's like if you want to know what I click on the most, it's a Spotify playlist called Morning Jazz, and it's
Yes.
cheerful and it's lovely, and it just gets me where I need to go. I do listen to other things too, but I listen to a lot of jazz.
No, I'm actually in my jazz era right now. This says I'm
Me
in my Jane
too.
Austen era, but I'm
Yeah.
really in my jazz era. I promise you, because that was going to be my answer too. I literally last night just did Jazz for Sleep, like the whole Jazz
Okay,
for Sleep
you're making
playlist.
me feel.
So
I don't know where everyone's at with jazz these days. I'm there.
jazz is it. Jazz is it.
What's it?
I
Oh,
love it.
thank you. Wow, I feel so seen.
I'm here for you, girl.
Thank you.
So, apart from your love of jazz, can
Yeah.
we talk about your love of acting and where that came from and how we find you here in our Hallmark sphere today?
Yeah. You got me blushing from the jazz. But I have to just regroup a little bit here. But um, yeah, I mean, I got into it just honestly later in university. I was a dancer in high school, so I didn't get into it until I was 19. But then I just slowly sort of settled into making independent films with people that I met at university, and one thing led to another, and I don't know, here I am. Like these things happen slowly, but then kind of suddenly. Um, I've been in the Hallmark sphere for like, I don't know, 6 years, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But only
I
in the
saw that
last,
IMDb page. I saw that.
yeah, thank you. But yeah, only recently, maybe the last 2 years as a lead. So it's been a very exciting kind of like stepping stone, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. Yeah.
What would you say you love the most about it that keeps you wanting to be in these movies?
I mean everything, but like the people, like
Mm.
it's so exciting to get a script and be like, this is for me. I get to do
Mm.
this. You read the character and you're like, it's just like, I mean, it gives me goosebumps, honestly, but it's like the, it's what you dream of when you're like, I want to be an actor. I love rom-coms. This is what I always wanted to be doing. So to be here in this place where I currently am, it just feels like I, it's an arrival and it's a very joyful one. So I mean everything. I don't know. I don't even know how to answer that.
I love that because that's also, it almost seems like the opposite sentiment of your character, Naomi, that you play in Because of Cupid, because she was
Yeah,
biochem, she was very much about the numbers, about the data. I need to see the receipts. Like that was, that was Naomi's vibe. But
very
can
much.
you talk a little bit, because you even just mentioned how when you read a script, you see the character. Like, what was your first feeling in reading about the character Naomi with the script for Because of Cupid?
Um, I just think she's so cool. I mean, she's a little bit stern, which I kind of like about her. She doesn't no nonsense, you know. She wants it like that, but she's actually really soft as well.
Mhm.
Um, and I think that she lets people in a little bit of a slower way than maybe I do. And I really love that about her. I really respect her. I think she's incredibly smart and measured, and ultimately she ends up being really, really brave. Um,
Yes. I was gonna say, and because I did see the movie, so in
You
watching it,
did.
I
Okay.
did because your eyes told it all. So like in those moments where Marcus, even though he was under the love potion, it was saying some things, you could still feel that it still meant something to Naomi in certain moments. So even though, like you said, she was more so like presenting as stern, that she was a
Sure is
little.
the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like she was just she was about her business. Like she knew what she wanted, determined, and she knew how to get there. But I think in those moments she was just a little soft chocolate square, just kind of like, "Oh my gosh," you know.
I agree. And I think Evan Roderick could do that to just about anyone, but also like Marcus, he's so lovable that I think that the hope is that you see Naomi soften just with him because he brings that
Hmm.
out in her that whatever you just said, little soft chocolate, like that, that's I think that's what they do together
Yeah.
as a duo, which is what makes like it work so well, I think.
So, one of the messages that I picked up from the movie was just thinking outside of the box and getting outside of the box. And so I wanted to ask you, when's the last time you've done that? And how did that work or not work for you, depending on the result?
I mean, I, constantly, I suppose, because I don't really know that thinking inside the box works for me. I am a bit
Mm,
like a like I think not to be like I'm so unique. I think outside the box, but I think I do have a little bit of a weird way of approaching things. Even like I suppose in a specific sense, like my journey into acting has been a little bit outside the box. I took a lot of steps backwards before I went forwards. Like I didn't just
mm,
moved to the big city. I fell in love. I moved away. I lived in a town of 3,000 people in the middle of when I was like kind of rising. And, like I took a lot of steps back because it felt right for me.
mm.
Um, Even though it maybe wouldn't make sense if you were to write a book about how to have a normal career. But I think, I think I do think about things outside the box and try to follow my own arrow as best I can.
What advice would you give for people who may have a hard time doing that but want to? Like who may want to take risks? Like what advice would you give?
I think my advice is just it isn't always easy. And if it looks
Mm,
easy, it's because you're not seeing all the bumps on the road. So you have to keep going. You know?
mm. That's good. I'm taking that for myself. So
Yeah.
that was a selfish question.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
That was a selfish question. But can you talk a little bit about how this movie is different from the other Hallmark Valentine's movies? I know I have my answer, but I'm curious what you would say, being from the inside, how it's different from the other Hallmark movies.
I mean, in a purely aesthetic sense, we all were remarking during the filming about how beautiful the colors are. It's very muted. I found it it's a little bit less like bright and in your face like Hallmark or not Hallmark, sorry, Valentine's. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
this one's a little bit, it's got a little bit of a class to it, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And so aesthetically, I would say it has a little bit of a muted tone to it, which I find lovely. And story-wise, I mean, this is just a unique script. I've
Yes.
never seen a script like this. It's really fun. It's really, really fast and busy, and I think it's very exciting. So I think those two things alone are just like unique.
And I would add to that the Greek mythology
Please.
element.
Yes.
I thought that that was cool. I wasn't sure how much the movie would press into it, but I'm so glad we just put our whole shoulder in it and was like, we're going in. And that was probably my favorite element
It's
um, of it, is the Greek mythology element.
Greek mythology treasure hunt. Like, who knew that wasn't on the bingo list?
Who would have thought? Not me. I'll tell you
Not
that.
me.
Not me. What would you say is one of your favorite scenes that you filmed throughout the process for this movie?
Mm, I think the scene in the library when
Mm.
Marcus and I are reading well, I'm looking for a solution and he's reading.
Yeah.
And we have this beautiful little moment and then Hal comes in and ruins everything and becomes this very, it was just a really fun scene to film. And I think it has like the gentleness as well as the fun and play. It just had a little bit of everything in it. And I think that was my favorite.
I would say that is one of my favorite scenes of yours. Like, coincidentally, I think that was one of those moments that I talked about earlier where we see it in her eyes, where it's like that she's becoming that soft chocolate square
Right.
when it comes to her relationship with Marcus. So
Yeah.
I appreciated that. My next question for you, what would you say to someone who doesn't want to fool with Hallmark? They're just like, oh, Hallmark is just a bunch of big city, small town nonsense. And then you're like, oh, but no, it's not. How would you tell them if they're like, you know what? Show me a movie then that will just like put my fears to rest. What would you like what would you tell them to in order for them to watch this movie?
Oh man, I tell them they're wrong, and I do all the time because obviously we live in this world, and I'm like, you're thinking of something else. Like Hallmark has evolved so much, and these stories have evolved. Not that they weren't always amazing, but it's like this is a growing entity, and it's ever changing and evolving, and it's like it's so worth getting into, which is why there's all these articles written about how everyone's into Hallmark. But anyway, for those who aren't into it, um. I would say you should watch it because I just don't think you'll regret it. I think you'll have a fun hour and a half. And it's actually hard to find good movies nowadays. Like when I'm scrolling on streaming services, I find myself often like, it's not, I just think you'll like the movie.
And it has a really good message too. Like it's layered. Like it's adorable, but it's layered. And that's what I appreciate the most about the movie. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I think it's like, don't think about it like Hallmark. Just think about it like a movie. Just watch
Mm.
the movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just
Forget
a
the
movie.
Hallmark tag. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So another message in this movie is courage. And if you were to take that love potion, not directly related to someone, but what is something that you would do if you had that love potion and it gave you the courage to do something?
That's a really great question. What would I do? I try to be courageous in my daily life, but there's always things that feel scary. You know what I would do is I would do stand-up comedy.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I have before and I love it, but it really scares the out of me.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I'd get myself up there and because you can't be scared of bombing and I am and so that you got to be courageous.
Yes, living every day with courage is
What would you do?
oh, oh, oh. What would I do? And it's funny because I was like, should I prepare an answer just in case? And
Oh,
lo and
no.
behold and lo, here we go. I would probably like submit for a voiceover job because that's something that
You've got a beautiful voice. You should do it, Dara.
I appreciate you, Amy. Thank you.
I think this could be a new career for you.
I know, and I'm in a place of pivot right now. So it's like, and I've had it like percolating back here. So I guess I got to bring it to the front and then bring it out and actually.
Maybe next time we talk, you'll have done that and I'll have done stand up.
Oh, accountability. No.
Okay, you know what? Let's not because I don't want to do mine. So let's just forget about it.
Nothing was said. Nothing was said.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is good. Now, selfishly, really quick, I do want to ask you about Santa Summit because that's when you popped up on my radar. Your character was just sublime. Can you talk really quick about your experience filming Santa Summit and what that was like for you?
Oh, it was a dream come true. It
Yeah.
so it was filmed in Winnipeg, which is where I'm from, and everyone in the cast were all friends in real life, except Hunter and Ben, who were amazing. And so we literally are. It was just like a winter camp, like summer camp. We just laughed constantly. We went tobogganing. Like it was just like a ridiculous party every day. It's these movies where I think that people can read that too when you watch it. It was just
Yeah.
It was as fun as you maybe think that it could have been. It was. It really,
I
really.
could feel it. When I tell you I wanted to work there, I don't even like teaching, and I wanted to work there. I was like, y'all did y'all job. Y'all did y'all big one with that.
It
That was
was
fun.
fun. And Hunter and Steph and I just like it was just like it was a dream job. And it was also a dream job because it was my first kind of Hallmark entry into the leading area, which obviously is a huge something that's amazing. And so it was a gift in many ways, that one. Yeah.
Uh, well, Amy, I want to thank
And you
you
loved
so
it.
much. I really did not like I really, really did. But I want to thank you so much for spending time with me for these moments to talk about your movies. What I do with all my guests, I just let them have the last few moments to say whatever it is you want to say. You could talk about Lord of the Rings, stand-up comedy. It's your moment to just leave us with the last words here. So I'll
Oh,
give you the floor.
so nice. I didn't prepare anything, but I mean, here's who sage wisdom. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. No, I don't. Follow your heart, but also just thank you for watching and for supporting these films and just for being a part of this community. It really is like the best place to be in the world, and I just think we're better together. So thank you, I guess.
Oh, thank you. Well, everyone, that'll do it for me here for Dear Hallmark. She's Amy. I'm Dara, and I'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Ciao, my friends.